Not even sick. I know. Whoa. Okay. So, we're doing an early live. We're doing a really early live. Because tomorrow I don't know if I can live stream tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do it today. Also, I'm doing it at a different time. It's like 12. It's about to be 12. I'm just wanted to give other people a chance, an opportunity. Maybe it'll be a different group of people. I know it's like really early. What is it, like 8, 9, 10, 11? It'll be like 9 Pacific Standard Time for most people, which is really early, but it's 12 today, so alright, so live streams go, hopefully we get like a whole, we'll see how things go, but as time progresses, we'll see. Will I stream tomorrow? Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I got hate when they're like in my neck. I don't know. It depends. I might stream tomorrow. I might stream Thursday for sure, but tomorrow is a different thing. I'm only trying to do like 2 days a week, and according to stream and also like the poll from like that I put on my on the community, everyone voted for Wednesdays and Thursdays out of all days, so that's just kind of how it's been, and that's just what I've been doing as of recently. And it seems to work pretty well, relatively fine. So to me, it's like, it's no big deal. I just wanted to do it at a different time today. I know people voted for 3, but I got stuff to do at 3. I gotta shower and eat. So I wanted to do an early live just to give other people opportunity to maybe tune in and join. I don't know, Have you ever tried 9 p.m. perfume? Never tried that. Never had that. Never smelled that fragrance either. Watch all of my videos. Into your daily life, my style got elevated. A girl asked you out. I don't think I'm that helpful with in terms of style, right? I think it's hard to necessarily get something that would get you a woman out of everything, right? Ted Baker perfume. Never tried it. Probably never will. It's 12 a.m. 12 a.m. That's not that late. It's 12 p.m. right now for me, so 7 p.m. South Africa. I think most, whenever I stream, it's a very different thing. I'm not gonna do a League stream. The thing is, if I stream any video games, usually I can't really interact with or conversate with people if I'm playing video games, unless it's a video game that requires low IQ. then I could probably talk to chat while playing, so it just depends. I look like a predator with long hair, but I don't know how to style my short hair, short half curly, half straight. That makes no sense. How's your hair short, half curly, half straight? I don't think that makes any sense. If you play Yumi, you can focus on talking. I don't want to play games right now. I just woke up. Well, I woke up at 9. Pondered a bit, and then I was like, you know, I just figured I might as well stream today. I mean, because I'm from Indonesia, it's really easy to get Yoji pieces for my body type. Just because you're in Indonesia, it's easy to get Yoji? Do I wear I don't wear any Converse. Most of my shoe rotation is typically the Greedies that I own. What's a shoe that I've been wearing a lot is a question. Right now, I've been wearing the Adidas Sambas a lot, only because of a video that I'm filming where I specifically need to wear them. That video's been kind of a struggle. If you guys know what I'm talking about, then you've been in my other streams and what video I'm talking about, but if you haven't been in any of the other streams and you're probably new here, then you probably won't know what I'm talking about. Why am I switching stream schedule? Dude, it's the only reason why I'm streaming today, or right now at this very point in time, is tomorrow I can't stream, and I can only stream today. So that's kind of how it is. What's up, Leo? The Gritties? It's my Greedies. I mean, maybe we'll get like the same people from older streams. If anyone's new, please say hi. I mean, I don't know if anyone's new here. I recognize some names though, but not everybody. Last stream, I'll talk about it now, because maybe people will catch the post from the stream. Or the VOD, I don't know. I went to the Axe event, right? That's what we left on from the last storyline. I went to the Axe event. Oh, Zero Hide Bag. Yeah, they make really cool stuff. Haven't really been interested in buying anything. Oh, what's up, your boy? So I went to the Axe event. Am I good at math? Maybe. Probably not. I was more of a science guy. Dude, math is hard. Wow, we got a few new people in this live. Well, I'm glad you're able to make it for this live, but most of the time, math is a science. It's equations and formulas. Science, biology, bio. I mean, there's a lot of equations and a lot of different things, but I was a lot better in science classes than I was in math, to be honest. It's a different language, yeah. Aesop is good for body stuff, but not for hair care, skincare. Did I like chemistry? No. I did not like chem. I did not like anatomy either. That's when I decided to quit college. I was like, I can't do this. I mean, it's kind of a long story, but like I already had... I didn't quit college, I just moved majors, but when I was taking biology, no, I was taking anatomy, I passed bio, was taking anatomy for my last prereq for me to get in a nursing program, and then that's when quarantine hit, and then all the all the schools shut down, and I was finishing all my science classes and also my last math class, which was stats. School shut down. It got really complicated, and then I just like was off unemployment. It was a pretty weird time. Boss, these questions suck, dude. I'm not answering any of your dumb questions. I hate anatomy. I hated science even though I was decent at it, but like compared to stats and math, I don't know. But I can't wait until we get into the problem of our generation's lack of socialization and the negative effects of it while discussing how to fix it. JQ just feels bad cause he ain't good at school. Boss, if you write a coherent sentence, then maybe you can make a diss to me, but until that happens. Boss is a heckler. He's been in other chats before. He's kind of like another AR. I mean, like, I'll say now, like, I think college is very difficult, and going to school is, I think I have a high respect for anyone that goes to college, as well as people that quit college. I think college is very difficult, but the one thing that my psych teacher that I had discussions with is that majority of college and school is all about memorization. Who has the best memorization? You hold and or don't really attain much of knowledge when it comes to schooling. It's like a giant test for who has the best memory, who remembers things better, and then once you pass your tests, you forget everything that you learned. And that's like goes for most college students, especially during during quarantine when you were able to just cheat on tests and exams. Like a lot of those people were like doctors now, depending on when quarantine happened for a lot of those students. A lot of my nursing friends that were in already nursing, and when that all happened, they were able to cheat on their exams and stuff. But then you also do have to take a test to also get your license anyways, but a lot of that was cheatable. Yeah, memory is a skill, but like sometimes you lose all of it easily. I'm in engineering every day. It's a struggle. Pattern recognition of problems and equations and whatnot. I mean, like, I think for the most part, one of like the biggest thing about I think college that I learned early was that like I barely remember like any math stuff. I mean, plus like I haven't done it. I mean, you have to constantly just like be working at equations, redoing things like that. I think it's you have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, that goes with anything, right? To like keep remembering what you were doing, but I think most of the time once you finish a class, you don't continue to practice it. That's kind of why when you're in health, like in any health like if you work in health, I believe there's like new things that you get that you also have to like continue to do. What is it? Because my parents are in the medical field. They would get like these new things that they would have to learn and study and then get tested on, because there was always new methods of doing certain things, or it was to also test. I'm not entirely sure actually what exactly it was, but like every few often they update something where they have to like learn new techniques of stuff. If anyone is in the medical field or has like parents in the medical field, you probably know what I'm talking about. Kadeem is live. Which stream do I watch? This or Kadeem? I haven't tuned into Kadeem's stream yet. Do you believe in the stereotype that most female nurses are sorority mean girls? I don't, dude, nursing is so hard. He's popping off right now, 1 in 5. Nursing is really difficult to get, one, to get into the program, continue to get B's and A's in that program while getting a buttload of exams, work, and your memorization is you're destroyed by the time you exit or even enter. There was a lot of people that I knew that went to the nursing programs, of depending on where you would go. Some gave you BAs, some didn't. But a lot of the times, if you go below a C or you get a C, they can drop you from the program and then you'd have to restart it. So you have to be getting B's and A's in your classes, which I'd hope most people would get, but you can't just pass with a C. C does not get you degrees in nursing. Can you give some advice on finding your purpose? Finding your purpose. I think a lot of the times, people put a huge emphasis on trying to figure out what you should be doing. And I think that puts you into a perspective where you're so focused on the future and what you're doing wrong currently in the present. And every time that, at each birthday that passes, you might consider what of a failure, how much of a failure you are, and how you should have been doing a bunch of other things. But, yet you're sitting there at some birthday or at a dinner with friends and you've just not accomplished anything that you've told yourself that you would when you turn that age. But I think the one thing that a lot of the times people should consider is that time is relative. I mean, you give up time is precious, but you can't have much emphasis on trying to figure things out because things progress at different rates than others. It's all dependent on your environment. You start studying architecture, it's pretty bad. I mean, the only advice I could give is just to not stress out about what you're going to be doing and continue just to push forward. It's the most boring advice that I could give you. I think there is no answer to finding what your purpose is. It just kind of comes naturally. It's kind of like when you don't search for it, you just figure out what works for you as time progresses. It's kind of like dating. The people that look for a partner tend to always find people that aren't good or suited for them because you're seeking out that. But when you stop seeking things out, things start seeking you out. So it's kind of that situation. You just have to have a lot of patience. Basically what I've said. My friend's doing a master's degree in architecture, so it's really, 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 really stressful. I don't know, it's so early for me, I can't be philosophical in the mornings. I gotta drink coffee and then kind of start my day like that. My habits, my rituals. One of my rituals is going to the gym, but I didn't go to the gym today. Isn't purpose of life more a philosophical topic though? I mean, yeah, I'd say so. I mean, some people would say your life has no purpose, nonetheless. Dude, 12 p.m., it's kind of early. My day starts at 1, usually. I wake up in the mornings and I do my little tasks, which are I wake up at 8, go to the gym, come home, eat, shower, shower, skincare, eat, and then, or I guess cook, make coffee, drink my coffee, sit in silence for a minute, uh, and then I start like working around like 12 or 1, and that's like quiet time. Like I don't have time where I'm talking to people unless it's my roommate or something, right? So like right now I'm like destroying my rituals, which I would typically be doing, but I just like I don't know, I have to be more strict with myself. Like that's kind of like the thing. Would I get more piercings? Probably not. Just my ears. Look, I had a nose piercing for a minute, but like my nose did not like that piercing whatsoever, and I just don't. I have like this really strong affinity for fighting. Like I'm always like on edge when I'm out, especially out here in the city anyways, but like I've thought and considered a lot of the times like what if someone punches me in my nose and I have a nose ring in? That just like would suck. So I took it out. I don't like septums. I mean, not on me personally. Like I just feel like I look like every other dude here in New York. I think like like ear piercings and stuff are awesome. Like it's something you can hide that you won't necessarily see, but I just don't like piercings in general with my nose. Zero sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Like if you get in a fight or you know and you have a nose ring in, like that would hurt. I live in a big city. NYC is not that bad. You haven't had any experience that I've had. Like last week, I wasn't even paying attention. I've shoulder checked so many people just because of how broad I am and people don't move. And like there has been moments where people have wanted to fight me, and that's the only reason why like I choose to wear not have a piercing. Like I'm when you're walking, you're just like you walk with purpose, and I do a lot of the times, but like a lot I always crash into people that are drunk and like looking to fight me. Like there's been two instances, 2 or 3 times, but like recently, like I was walking with my friend Farhan. We were like going down empty street, and I was walking, I saw this dude, and like I thought this guy would like not try to shoulder check me because there was enough room on the street for like him to like move just slightly to the right, just ever so slightly. And then like I'm a big guy, and like I walk like with my shoulders, I guess, and I walk like this. So when he hit me, he hit my shoulder pretty hard, but he got jerked like to the left, and I hit him hard enough for me to like look at him, like what the heck just happened, and he just starts staring at me. And then he's like walking towards like to follow me to like try and like again to start something. And my friend's like, "Bro, just keep walking, like leave it alone." I'm in no means trying to fight anyone, but like natural instinct, you always like if you shoulder check somebody, you are going to look at what just hit you, because I didn't think that I hit this guy, but I hit him pretty hard. And like it turns out like my friend was like, dude, it was a tweaker. Like it was this dude just tweaking out. So like that's not fun, you know? My streamer's so strong. Dude, we were walking to your house with food, Steve. It was some tweaker. Like the thing is like you don't want to fight people or get into an altercation with someone who's has nothing to lose. It's just not worth it. It's normal in big cities, I think. Dressed pretty good today for a Yoji interview. And on its way, some hobo tried to stop me, blocked my path, and started shouting something on to French, judging me. It's funny. Yeah, like, I don't know. And there was this other time when I was walking with a group of my friends. it was at night, and like when you have a big group of people, people tend to like kind of go around. But I was like in front of the group, and like again, enough space for people to like for us to like depart our ways. But this guy just came to shoulder check me, and he was drunk, and I was a little bit more heavier set than I am now. I'm not as heavy as I used to be, but I was like it's like 210, 215. I was like losing weight. And again, shoulder checked me. I shoulder checked him really hard. He almost fell to the ground. He was drunk. And then he was like, dude, what the, like, just cursing at me, just cursing me out, and just like kept walking. Because I was with a big group of guys. Like, I don't think he wanted to get jumped, and he was like alone. Eyebrow and snake bites. Nah. It's just like, I don't know. Especially considering how many people dislike me on the internet. I could only imagine if someone tries to have an altercation with me, but I really doubt that ever happen. Most fashion people tend to be really all talk, docile creatures. I also don't think people would try and fight me, like, actually. No, he was drunk. The guy was drunk. Because I didn't shoulder check him that hard, but he, like, stumbled. He was, like, slurring his words, and then he walked very drunkenly away. It was, yeah. Do I not carry a knife? Dude, I'm not trying to kill somebody. I know I don't carry a knife. I couldn't imagine just pulling a knife out and just, like, it's threatening, very threatening, and then also like, nah, I would never do that. I don't think I think that would be last resort if I yoinked a knife out. Because the thing is like, nah, I don't think I'd do that. I think carrying a knife might be a good idea in practice, and only pull that out when it's like worst case scenario. But I don't want to like slash at anybody. Again, I'm a big guy. Like I'm 6'2", and then when I wear boots and stuff, like I'm even taller than I am, and I it gives me a position of power. I'm a little bit more safer than most people that aren't my height, because most of the time people, for some reason, think that the taller you are, the more scary you are, I guess, and not are less likely to fight you, considering the height difference. So that's just like a source of like being intimidation, you know? So being that height gives me a lot of privilege in a lot of different aspects, and I think that's one of them. Most people don't want to fight someone who, depending on what I'm wearing, looks decently big and also just tall. Such a humble brag. Dude, I mean, honestly, like, if I could give 2 inches away of height, I'd rather be 6'1". Nah, 6 feet. I think 6 feet's a decent height. Have you ever... City on Fire? That's so funny, dude. I was literally talking about that, like, 2 days ago. City on Fire by Imaginary Authors. That fragrance is so pungent. It's very it smells like by the fireplace, but stronger. I don't know how to explain that smell. I do. Do I have that box? No, I think I gave that my sample box away. It is so strong. That smell is so pungent. I will never forget that smell when I smelled that. You're one of the few guys that can talk about absolute BS and still make it bearable without Subway Surfers in the background. That's mostly what I do. Does it have sweetness of by the fire? No, it's like fiery, burned like notes. It is pungent, and it attacks the nose in a way where it's unbearable. Like, I did not like it. the first initial spray is pretty horrid. Yeah, but I agree that when it settles down, it's a bit better and tameable. But if you spray that, I it destroyed my nostril. I'm 4'9". Wait, I'm 4 feet 9 inches, and I had to walk with a pocket knife in my hand to immediate approaching men because it was pretty fragile as a female teenager. Well, I think that goes for most women, regardless of what it is. Dude, this is like man on man interaction, right? A man on man interaction, like I'm most like other men are scared of other men or suspicious of other men, so they leave other men alone. But when it comes to women, men are dogs. Men are always dogs. Men will never not be dogs. Every so once in a while, there'll be a docile dog, which is like the good guys, the good ones, which is every so often. And I'm sure there's someone in chat, or most people in chat are normal. I'd hope so. But a lot of guys are dogs. And like, regardless of the fact, I'm always mad suspicious of anyone walking because everyone's mad untrustworthy. You can't trust these dogs. What symptom of scalp irritation were you having before using the tonic? Dude, I was about to say scoliosis. It's, I don't remember what it was. It's like where you, like, your skin gets irritated because of how sensitive it is, and it develops, like, red patches. But it would happen every so often. It wasn't, like, constant. I think it's psoriasis. I don't know if that's the right one. Guilty as charged. Psoriasis? Is it not psoriasis? I don't know. I don't know. What's up, super shy guy? What a username. The P's silent? Psoriasis. So then I feel like psoriasis is not the... I feel like I'm butchering that. My accent. Let me see. So I'm actually... Psoriasis is a chronic, long-lasting disease in which the immune system becomes overreactive, causing skin cells to multiply too quickly. Patches of skin become scaly and inflamed, most often on the scalp, elbows, or knees, but other parts of the body can be affected as well. Interesting. Avoid smoking and alcohol. Protect your skin. Decrease stress. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if it's like, I'm assuming it is what it is. I never got it diagnosed, so like I don't claim it is what it is. It might just be like a sensitive scalp, but like I would get red patches on my like certain areas of my scalp, right? And you know, for a minute I thought it was dandruff, but it wasn't, because like again, like it was only certain areas that were really irritated. And I was just like, bruh, like it would only happen every so often. It wasn't all the time. It's not like I'm constantly like, that's dry scalp. See, like I was like just looking up dry scalp. That's probably what I have. And that's probably why I use a lot of like products that are deep hydration for the scalp. That's why I use a scalp tonic. Apparently like 2% salicylic acid is really good for the scalp in terms of the pH balance. I think my pH balance is messed up on my scalp. So that's why I use a scalp tonic every day, because it helps the pH balance on my scalp. So I don't like using any products that touch scalp. But leave-in conditioners are not meant to go on scalp, it's meant to just go on hair. Like, I think the main issue with a lot of people are like, JQ, my hair's so oily. Maybe because you're using all the product on your scalp and it just creates buildup. It's more damaging. It's like not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like put hair product on your hair, not in your scalp or on it. Not the roots. You never want to touch the roots. Yeah, I can only find affordable creative clothing as rep. Is there actually? I don't know why A man is spanning. A man. Is there actually no alternative other than DIYing clothing? What do you mean? How, like, oh, can't afford creative clothing. You can't afford it. What is your budget? And if your budget's anywhere between $50 to $100, like, you probably could find stuff. It just would take a lot of time. But I'm assuming like buying replicas is expensive, just mostly from shipping. And then if you get, I mean, if you get your stuff seized, I think the main issue with replicas is just like it's. Look, I don't want to get into like replica, like the thing about replica buying and like philosophy behind all that. Besides the purchasing power of like buying symbolic representations of a class that you're not in, which I don't like most of the times when it comes to just clothing in general, where it creates this weird power dynamic with people that purchase stuff for the idea of I'm cooler than you because I own like really expensive stuff. What's an AR? Is AR in here? AR is a very specific chatter that comes in here that I know by name specifically because they've left such an impression. But I don't think you'll be in here. It's too early of a stream to do that. Fashion shows are not necessary. Fashion shows are very wasteful and harmful, just in general. They're a giant waste of money, but it's mostly for propaganda and also to solidify that the brand is a bigger brand, but a lot of people do runways all the time. The thing about runways is that it's stupid. I think runways are dumb, and I never want to participate and or join a runway, and that's why I've chosen and declined so many runway offers to go. I'm not interested in any of that. Sometimes emerging, I want to make a video about this, but I don't think this is the title. Stop supporting small businesses. That I think a lot of I think we should stop supporting small businesses. Now, it's a pretty intense statement to state, but let me give you some background on my thoughts on this. The thing about small businesses is that although it makes a lot of people feel good about supporting people at a smaller practice instead of like bigger companies that take advantage of a lot of things, right? The main issue though is that like a lot of these small businesses, I'm talking about fashion specifically, because obviously it's like my main antithesis in this world, I guess, or one of them. Is it controversial? I think it's such a lukewarm take. Like, look, in put in the perspective of this, a lot of small businesses, if not, are using the same practices that bigger businesses are doing, but on a smaller scale, hence small business. A lot of these small businesses that are creative or small brands, they just use manufacturers that, if not, do the same thing on a smaller scale and support these people that take advantage of workers, use really bad, unsustainable practices when it comes to sourcing materials and or the materials that they buy, because again, they cannot afford to spend large amounts of money in buying small quantities, right? Because take it from me, someone who is in production and supply chain work, like we've done work with my clothing project, which is such a small thing, where we support very like seamstresses, not people that work in a supply chain, or what is it called? I always forget it. There's a difference between using one seamstress to sew something in a very controlled environment versus having a supply chain. I guess that is a supply. No, it's not a supply chain. Dude, I need to wear a tie because my brain IQ is mad low right now. There's a difference between production, like display, wait, supply, no, chain, what is it called when a manufacturer, oh my gosh, it's like at the tip of my brain. It's not supply chains. Oh my gosh. It's when people work in an assembly line. I think that's what it's called. When you're in an assembly line, like a lot of the times what these bigger manufacturers do almost all the time is they will have one person doing one same thing consistently. So someone will sew a leg while they push it down the supply. Okay, you guys are, oh my god. Do you know what I mean? It's not supplying. It's not. That's not what it is. Uh, Whatever. Point being is like yes, an assembly line. So they assemble one part of each piece, and they can't. They usually don't quality check it, or it's the lowest effort form of construction when it comes to sewing because it needs to be finished done faster, and that's the whole point of fast fashion. And but like that's why you get cheap production, and that's why cost so cheap. A lot of these units, like price per unit, like MOQs and stuff, like a lot of the times they'll require like at least 100 units to be made at most. At lowest, like sometimes you get it at 50, but most of the time, like a lot of these guys do like 100 MOQ or 100 units, we'll just say that, and they'll get them priced at least $3 to $4, including that's just including material and also production for these hoodies, these t-shirts, like things that they're making at a very cheap price. So when they sell it at between they can sell it at the price points of 40, 60, if max at $100 for like a hoodie, people will buy it and they'll be profiting. The margins are insanely high. So a lot of the times that these guys, these small businesses are producing very garbage stuff, but people want to support it because it makes them feel somewhat like an inkling of, I don't know what it is. They feel good about, oh, I'm supporting a small business, but in reality, you're supporting something on a smaller scale, and if not giving people that are profiting off other people's, that are being taken advantage of. Just because stuff is made in Los Angeles, like, this is the other thing too as well, like, a lot of people have a misconception of, like, China's a worse place to, like, to do all this stuff. China's a worse place, like, oh, if it's made in China, it's bad. Most likely it is. There are good Chinese manufacturers that actually, like, give good wage, but it's really hard to fact check that. And a lot of the times what I ask these dudes, because I know people that use these manufacturers in China, they're like, oh, I've seen the manufacturers, I've seen them, bro, like, trust me, I've seen them. I'm like, did you fly out there to see what, like, their working conditions are? Do you actually know what they're getting paid? Most of the time the answer is no. They send me pictures and videos. That is staged a lot of the times. Like, this is the thing, is that a lot of things can be fabricated and or filmed elsewhere of, like, actually good manufacturers. You can't fact check it unless you're physically there at the place seeing what the working conditions are and how they're actually creating the clothing. Do you have a link on South Korea clothing practices or sources? I remember you mentioning it. I don't have any links, but that's easily attainable online. Like, Korean manufacturers have very high laws with manufacturing. Same with Japan. Same with Los Angeles. Same with a lot of manufacturers in the States. But there's a workaround on this where a lot of this isn't enforced. A lot of the manufacturers, like, believe me, the rules that are placed are not that enforced. Comparably to Japan and Korea, this is stuff I've learned from school. But the main thing, though, is that, like, there is workarounds. I'm sure that in Japan there's probably really bad manufacturers that are using ill practice, overwork, yada yada, but, like, it's on a very smaller scale because it's heavily enforced in Korea and Japan. In Los Angeles, not so much. I mean, they might do, which I really doubt. They don't really go and check these manufacturers out. And a lot of the times these manufacturers are, like, they're not in the system. So, like, when something's made in Los Angeles, it begs to question, because most of the manufacturers that I do and or also aware of use, and if not exploit, Mexican workers, or I'll just say workers that have no documents, no documentation. So they pay them whatever price because they're looking for money. They need to get paid to help their families in Mexico or pay for the families in the States currently, but they are illegals. And the thing is, they can't fight back because, again, they just will get them iced. So they use a lot of undocumented workers and a lot of that times, but yeah. What do you do personally to create products under patient zero? Well, we work with one-off people that sew and create the pieces that we know, like personally. Our bags are made by one person that we know and that we're paying to make the product. Uh, Also, like where you're sourcing your material from comes from uh, very specific information that you need to be aware of. Like, for example, God's cotton is the best cotton you can get that is highly renowned. I would look into it. I'd rather not speak about it because I'd rather you guys look into that. But God's cotton is really good for just sustainably sourced material. But the one thing I do want to specify is that, like, if you truly want to be a sustainable brand in the fashion scene, stop making clothes. Don't put any more clothing out onto the market space. That's the answer. But of course, I will never stop. Right, if they do tell or report manufacturers, they'll get outed. Yeah, but like a lot of these undocumented workers have no clue what they can do and what they can't do. So they just work. And like that's why you see a lot of undocumented workers get taken advantage of in a lot of farm work, or like what is like I remember reading an article like strawberry fields, like a lot of them are unpaid, like it's really bad labor, but they do it because they have to. What's the problem with creating products? Okay, so when you create product, you are creating a new item in this world, which will either be born. Okay, let's get to the root of the problem. Not like the final production, but creating new product is creating more waste by also paying money to these places that are, if not using material that is unethically sourced, really unsustainable for the environment. I mean, I would say anything that is made for consumption is already is already damaging the environment, regardless of how sustainably sourced it was. Like, it still causes damage to the environment. If you stop creating something, you stop damaging the environment. This is just the very. I don't even know if it's nihilistic, but it's like the most realistic approach to fashion and anything in the scene. Anything created is causing damage to the environment, regardless if it's sustainably sourced. It does not matter. It's still causing damage. So, for consumption, yeah, you can't use resources without wasting them. I'm in abandoned buildings with weak internal internet signal. Woke up with a rat biting my toe, and I got a notification. I mean, any textile that's created is just already like not great. Aware capitalism. I like I this is the also the hard thing is like when you're creating product, right? Um you could do rework stuff that's already been made. For example, like you go to I don't know, thrift stores and you rework items or you use the material that's already there, but most of the time when you're putting like you're cutting patterns out of maybe the same material that you got from thrift stores and stuff, a lot of that material goes to waste. So like you end up throwing it away because you're creating something new. I don't think there is necessarily a way to create something brand new that's unique out of the same material without creating waste, regardless. Unless you're just sewing things together to make a new thing, but and you don't cut anything off. but most of the time you have to cut things off. When you crop a t-shirt, when you crop a hoodie, when you make those those alterations, you throw away the bottom of the cropped hoodie. It does not matter. And you just throw it away. And it goes into, the textile dump we have in the US that we ship off to other countries to deal with. We just make it someone else's problem. What about the companies or people who do it in-house, such as you, paying one person or maybe multiple to create a product, but nothing bigger? In-house is such a buzzword because regardless of what it means, it always comes back down to someone's manufacturing it. So people could say, oh, we're doing it in-house, but in-house just means like probably in the States or somewhere where they can go, like maybe an office, like unless they have a studio and they're all sewing it themselves, but they have to specify what they mean by in-house. A lot of the times these small businesses will say is they'll say, oh, it's all made in-house. What does that mean? In-house of who, of why and where? Like we're just paying one person to create stuff, and we've specified who that character is, and that is very specific. Like you have to give specifications to what you're referring to when you use buzzwords, especially in this environment of like what fashion is currently. Like you use a bunch of buzzwords in your like little description, and it makes people feel good by purchasing the product, but in reality there's so many hidden things that you'll never know about. Made in our house, in the middle of our house. I think like specifying like, oh, we all sewed said thing. But the thing is like people lie. You would like, I could just say like I could be just saying this right now, and I'm not, but I could just be like, oh yeah, we paid one person, but like we got all our work done in China with the most unethical like production ever, and we got it at the cheapest prices, the lowest prices. You would never know. I think something important to mention is clothes made for different and disabled bodies, because there's a few options out there. Okay. Am I feeling... Oh, am I feeling... I might be feeling... Okay, to answer your question from a very business perspective, the community... The consumer base for that is very small considering what mainstream types of bodies are out there. So that practice of creating very custom and very specific stuff for such a small community of people or consumers is not highly profitable. And that's why a lot of the times you will see a lot of production that is not made for those very specific body types or plus size stuff. Especially with small business cannot afford to utilize and or try to sell to plus size bodies. So that's why you see very little of that, and that's why only Target or very, very large companies that have the infrastructure to pay for that will do it. But again, the communities are, I don't know, the consumer base is quite small in a business perspective. When you're trying to hit an audience that will make you the most amount of money, you're going to go for the mainstream type of audience, which is typically one specific size, which is usually smaller. So making large sizes, they could lose money depending on what it is. The profit margin's very small in terms of that. The thing is, you really can't change how the industry works. Even if they do plus size, it would be for profit. It would not only be for profit, but also for recognition and publicity. Whoa, Jesus. I cannot speak. You know what I mean. Oh my gosh, my accent's kicking in. That's crazy. Average size is the most economical business-wise. Yes. Thoughts on the story MFG's business model. Have not read, don't care about them, have not read about them. is so coquette and cute. Uh, Oud tends to smell very specific unless it's like chilled out. It just depends. I don't smoke weed, no. My views on couture. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's such a broad question. Did the Revere you leave in also cause you a lot of buildup when using it on dry hair? I didn't really like it just because it was very fragranced. It smells good, but I just don't like products that have fragrance in it too much unless it's naturally there. But with Revere it wasn't. Never tried that fragrance. Someone's asking about the Axe event. That's probably who here was here for the last stream. If you're here for the last stream, type Axe out. Do you have non-fast fashion brands that you recommend? Just buy secondhand. Hopefully that helped you out. Wow, okay, there was only four people. Maybe I'll throw a poll up. I'll throw a poll up if you guys want if you guys want me to talk about how the Axe event was, I will talk about it. I did something slightly embarrassing, but you know, it happens. I'll talk about the Axe event. Depending if Axe wins. Okay, okay, wow, jeez. Maybe I'll save it for another day. Dang, was no one was here, 50%? That's okay, never mind. Oh, okay. No, I did not trust me. I will tell the story. Brands that cater to disabled people are less unsustainable, as disabled people need clothes just as much as. I'm sorry, what? Although yes, small businesses are still unsustainable, brands that cater to disabled people are less unsustainable. What's the factual, like, I'm so confused by it. It doesn't help me. That doesn't make any sense. I'm telling you right now, again, when it comes to like just as someone who studied supply and manufacturing, I will tell you this right now, it is most likely unsustainable by tenfold. There is no way that unless they're doing actually good work, God's work when it comes to like manufacturing, but I will tell you this right now, if price points are really low, I am telling you, production cost and the way they cut corners to make that cheap is most likely going to be unsustainable. Oh, AR is here. Dude, what's up, AR? It's a long time no see. I'm glad you were able to catch the scream. Katie, I'm very lost with the statement of it being less unstable. Like, you can't take just someone's word for it. Everything to a T is kind of unsustainable. I mean, regardless of how it was created. Dude, 66 votes, and that many people were not at here during the last stream. why I'm telling you that is probably unsustainable. Okay, who wants me to talk about the Axe event? I'll explain it in detail since people were not here for that. So last time, I was invited to the Axe event. You know, all right, guys, thanks for, you know, I mean, since so many people want to hear about my Axe event, I'll talk about it, you know. You guys didn't need to tear it out of me, you know. Did I social max? I will tell you, I met Alex Costa, which was very strange. Alex Costa was at the Axe event. The Alpha M of a generation. I talked bro, what, don't, if no one knows who Alex Costa, let's look him up. Let's do this as a team. As a team effort, we'll take a look. You guys will know who Alex Costa is. He's a YouTuber who I would say makes content that's pretty balls. Pretty balls. Wait, I should probably move, here, I'm gonna move chat over. I'm gonna move chat over. Okay, we're gonna hop on YouTube real quick here. I'll make me tiny. No one needs to see this, but, oh wait, we got YouTube here. All right, so Mr. Alex Costa. See, he's already there. This is the fella.
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up.
I will not quit.
Wake your ass up.
How bad do you want?
Why is an ad playing, bro? Okay, this is your typical Alex Costa. This is the Alex Costa. He basically makes content, I would say, I mean, he gets more views than, what do you call it? 5 signs a girl isn't the one for you. I don't know what to call this, like improving content. It's your Alpha M basically. I would say it's like just Alpha M guy. He gets really good views actually, considering. This is why you're lonely and how to fix it in 3 steps. Alpha M pioneered this. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. It was Alpha M. He was coming up during the Alpha M sort of situation. Yo, how did he get his thumbnail like that? I need to learn everything I'm doing to stop balding. Oh, did he get a... Watch the watch the why broke guys don't have style on. Where is that? Where Alpha M was a trailblazer? No, he was. You gotta give him respect. Where is that? Oh, this guy. Here it is. Let me put my headphones on for this.
At every stage of your business. Like that
This stream is gonna get demonetized for watching this.
Stylish and broke at the same time? I'm not gonna dance around this topic. The answer is yes. You don't need a fat wallet to have great style. In fact, some of the most fashionable men that I know are on a tight budget. It's not about the fancy logos or the hefty price tags. It's about creativity, confidence, and a whole lot of attitude. Being broke isn't a style setback. As a matter of fact, it can be a superpower, and I'm gonna show you why in this video. So if
I feel like this is such a lukewarm take.
Don't worry, with these tips.
such a lukewarm take. Like, oh, like I could. No, the more money you got, I'll just whatever.
Style doesn't have to suffer. And by the way, you might look at me now and think, easy for you to say, Alex. You have nice things. Well, maybe you just started following me, but let me paint the picture here. It wasn't always like this. I didn't grow up with money. I was actually pretty broke. When we immigrated to the US from Brazil, my dad got a job as a dishwasher in a restaurant. My mom was a cafeteria lady at my middle school. So we didn't have the means to buy nice clothes. Whenever my birthday or Christmas came around, I'd be so excited to get new clothes. And it would be one hoodie or a pair of sneakers that I've been wanting for a very long time. But guess what? It made me so happy to get that one hoodie or the pair of shoes that I've been wanting for so long. And that also meant that I took such great care of those things.
Is the volume too high? Or is
So
it too
there's
low?
no chance that I'm getting my clothes dirty or stepping into dirt with my sneakers. I knew that if that happened, that would be the end of it. I would never get a new pair. That's why
It's literally like really high. Like,
my things were always in perfect shape. Everything looked new. So trust me when I say, this is all coming from personal experience. And the first reason why broke guys can have more style than rich ones is when you have no money for new clothes, you have to get creative with your current wardrobe. You don't have the means to buy new clothes, to change it up all the time. Limited resources actually encourage innovation.
I hate
So
this.
when you're broke, you become a master of mixing and matching, transforming basic pieces into stylish looks. You have no choice but to experiment with combinations of layering your tops and bottoms, using different textures to your advantage, and perfecting your ability to style unique
I think he
outfits
just speaks
that
very
others might
low.
overlook. This creativity not only gives you a distinctive style, but also a deeper understanding no choice but to experiment with combinations of layering your tops and bottoms, using different textures to your advantage, and perfecting your ability to style unique outfits that others might overlook. This creativity not only gives you a distinctive style, but also a deeper understanding of fashion, emphasizing personal expression over material wealth. Basically, that tight budget sparks a sense of creativity that just gives you an edge. Rich guys will just throw money at the problem, right? If they don't have an outfit for a party, they'll just buy something last minute, and because it's expensive, they think it's stylish, but a lot of times they're absolutely wrong. That's literally why quiet luxury has been more and more popular.
Not stealth
recently.
wealth.
The old money aesthetic doesn't include any big
Not the
logos
old
and
money
monograms.
aesthetic.
It's stealth wealth, not
Oh
loud,
my God, I called
obnoxious
it.
like these guys. I guarantee
called
it's not
it.
stylish to throw a bunch of logos together and call it a day. Anyone can go into credit card debt to do that. Not many guys can make a $100 outfit look good. When you don't rely on logos, you have to put effort into the actual styling of these affordable pieces. And that takes practice. It takes creativity, and it shows that
this isn't creative. Like, I don't know what I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, like, it takes creativity, matches the top with the bottom.
you have real personal style. When you're broke, you'll also
don't
be
know if
smarter
it's
with what you
personal.
add to your wardrobe. You're not gonna just go buy a bunch of random crap just because you have money to blow. Anytime you buy something, it has a purpose. It has a meaning.
I think like he's getting at something that he doesn't practice. It's so interesting to see this. He's talking about like self-expression when like I've seen like TikTok kids that have a more like style than this. That's like more expressive of who they are. This is just like I don't know what to call this. "2016 core."
That you have real personal style. When you're broke,
It's like what's the actual definition of personal style? Like, it's not a definition. Let me define personal style. It refer to the clothes hanging in your closet. It actually has a way bigger meaning. Your personal style is an extension of your personality, a piece of your soul, an essence of you translated through your clothing. when you wear how you feel, clothes, shops reflect your personality and values. Unlocking a personality improves this doesn't feel right. Is there is there a dictionary definition of this? I mean, in theory, like, if we're going based off what they're saying personal style is, when you wear how you feel in your clothes and how you shop reflects your personality and values. Like, I think this style definitely reflects that, you know, that's personal style for sure. I mean, if it's like, I feel like this is a better, like, definition of, like, personal style. Like, an extension of your personality, a piece of your soul. I mean, like, I guess, like, people's personalities can be quite dull and boring. They're not so eccentric and, like, I mean, this could encapsulate, like, who he is, like, masculine guy, alpha M vibe. A piece of your soul, the essence. I guess in a sense, this could be, in theory, like personal style. It just means your personality sucks. Like, I think, you know, I've had it all wrong. You know, I've just connected the dots right now. Like, personal people can have personal style, but like their personality could just be boring, and not everyone's gonna be chill with that personal style. In theory, if you're dressing with like some sort of semblance of yourself implied, right? You just might not be cool. To me. Some like the thing is, like, some people's personality just are boring and they're not interesting. And that's okay. That happens quite often. This just might not be a type of person I'd be interested in talking to. Nah. I have friends that dress like, not like this, but like more normal, like in today's standard, that I love. They're like fun guys to be around. So I don't think that matters. I wouldn't judge someone based, like, I don't know if I'd talk to a guy dressed like this, to be honest, but if someone who's dressed in like baggy denim or like just more normal stuff to today's standards, like, I think I do talk to people like that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Real personal style, affordable but stylish brands that don't break the bank, like Kufandi. This long sleeve polo that I'm wearing right now is from them.
Oh, is this an ad?
If you had to guess how much this costs, what would you say? Would it blow your mind that it's only $30? $30.
See, now this is my issue. Buy $30. For $30, this is probably produced unethically, and if not, is considered fast fashion.
With free shipping. Wild. And I'll sweeten the deal
With free shipping?
with a 30% off code.
Yeah, it's an ad.
Sweater here that has that cozy fall holiday vibe to it. Tops, they all fit into that very popular sweater too. So I got some detailed shots of the color. To get the 30% off, you need to in this video. I was broke. I was broke pretty late into my 20s, to be honest. It wasn't until I got a job at Google in 2015 that I started making money. Before then, I was in debt. I was 27 years old when I got that job, by the way. So it was pretty late into my life. My entire life,
what's up,
I
Supreme
took care
Dog
of my
Ball?
stuff. I wiped my
Supreme is here.
shoes after wearing them. I washed my clothes very carefully so the colors wouldn't bleed or they wouldn't shrink. I took care of my things so they would look better for longer. I knew that I couldn't afford new things. A wise man once said, the less you have, the more you appreciate. That's me. I've always been very particular with keeping my things very clean and in perfect shape and being very careful not to lose anything. It's ingrained into my brain because of those past experiences. So when you're broke, you develop these habits to preserve your things, to ensure they look good for a long time to come. As opposed to guys with a lot of disposable income. They don't care if their shoes get dirty, if their shirts shrink or get all wrinkly. They don't care if they get deodorant stains on their shirts. It's just another shirt, regardless of the price. This is what I meant when I said that being broke isn't a style setback. It can actually be a superpower. It pushes you to develop these habits, and you can still keep those habits.
I mean, I think like if you're not born rich, like even middle class, like you probably would still have that same standard of like taking care of your clothes. It just depends on if your parents like didn't teach you right, you know, like if your parents taught you just to be like have no standards where you just throw everything away and like toss money that way, even if you're in middle class and you would just get cheap stuff, like then I think like you as a kid will develop into the mindset of like, I don't want to take care of my clothes. Like I think that's sort of that situation. I think that pioneers people to think that way, right? But I think most people aren't rich. Like this video, like I feel like this video is a little bit of nonsense. Like most people aren't rich. Like the mass majority of people aren't rich. I didn't grow up rich either. Like I feel like it's targeting that like on a chimerical dream that most people like feel like they could kind of set with. I don't know. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Am I rich now? No, I live with 4 roommates. I live with 3, actually, sorry, I don't live with 4 roommates, I live with 3. With 3 roommates. Like, dude, if I was rich, I'd live alone. And I do live in New York, though. Like, New York is really expensive. I live in Brooklyn, which is a cheap area. I will not say where, but I live in Brooklyn, a decent like decently far away from the city of Manhattan. The deeper you get, the cheaper it gets. But why academia has better style? It's not what you think. I mean, of course, when you get rich, like you're able to like buy a lot of things and like maybe not care so much for what you bought because money's no longer a problem. When you get rich, you gain like being stable. You gain financial stability. And by being financially stable at such a higher like area of money, things start not mattering. I don't think I will ever not care for what I buy or take care of what it is, right? Dude, okay. Stylists are bullshit. Like, stylists are bullshit. Most stylists are bullshit. Like, most of the time, these stylists are just self-proclaimed stylists that just work their way up. If you know people, you can become a stylist. Like, being a stylist is so, like, it's illiterate. It's so illiterate. You don't need to learn anything from college. The way, like, a lot of these stylists do it is they go and social climb, network, and then there are stylists. If I hired you as a stylist, would it be bullshit? Yeah, it would be. Like, in theory, like, I'm a self-proclaimed stylist. I can say I'm a stylist. But, like, it's the act of styling clothing, the act of doing something. There is no, like, degree you get in stylist, like, being a stylist. You can go to college for being a stylist, actually, but, like, I don't think you can teach another person to gather some sort of semblance of understanding another person. Like, I would have to sit and, like, ponder and think. I think it just depends. It's not so hard to have... Illiterate is so devastating. I don't, like... I don't want to knock all the stylists that are actually good at what they do, because it does take some sort of eye. Like, you can't get taste. You can't learn taste. Taste is kind of it's not learned. You just have to have taste. Like, a lot of people don't have taste. It's like how a lot of people are, like, really not self-aware or have no semblance of awareness. I think you can I don't know. Maybe I'm going back on my own thought. I don't really have too much thoughts on stylists, but I think most stylists right now are just self-proclaimed, right? Yeah, but wouldn't mature and evolve isn't maturing learning from experience? I think taste can be learned through I take back what I say. I think I'm just like I'm really jaded by a lot of what is currently being seen as stylists. Like a lot of these people on the internet, you'll see, well, anyone that has stylist or fashion designer in their profile, they're self-proclaimed. I think like I think maybe you can teach I think you can teach taste somewhat. I don't know, dude. Taste is an instinct. It's developed like any other skill, but aesthetically minded is intrinsic. Same as putting influencer in your bio. I've never seen anyone do that, but yeah, that's probably even worse. Well, being like I know a stylist in the industry, but like she even exclaims the same issues that I dislike about a lot of stylists. Like you can get a lot of gigs if you just know the right people and you have access to a lot of networking of clothing you can get for certain shoots and stuff. Ah, I feel like okay, taste is subjective, right? How is Alex Costa? Alex Costa was a normie. I mean, he was talking about fragrances and like I was like intrigued and I sat next to him because we all had our own like name cards or whatever, right? I don't know. It's hard to explain what I mean by like people that have a self people that proclaim that they're a stylist or a fashion designer. I think like they need to speak that because their own work doesn't speak for itself. Like I think that's like the main thing. Like a lot of these designers or stylists are like have to proclaim it because it's some sort of like ego thing and because they know their stuff sucks that they have to like make it make you aware of it because they know their work won't showcase that they're actually good at what they do. That's just my take. I think like I think taste can be learned. I feel like taste can be learned. I feel like style can mature and evolve over time, right? I don't think anyone's gonna generally just always be bad unless they are just always doing it the wrong way, right? Perfect practice makes perfect, but practicing something wrong all the time isn't going to make you perfect at it. It requires the same constant repetitive thing. I think it's like the same thing with like fashion and working out. You have to you don't need to learn the history of bodybuilding. You don't need to like to be improved or get better. It's the same thing with fashion. That doesn't you don't require to sit down and like learn about runways and the history of fashion. You don't need to do that. Because people, I think a lot of the times, like a lot of people get confused by like, oh, I'm not into fashion unless I know like runway 1998, autumn, winter, Yoji, whatever. That's my favorite like runway. Like, congratulations, you've just become a pretentious other fashion person. Like, you don't need to know runways. I don't care if you know about all these other designers' histories or like their little certain things, their niches of like very specific things of how they are, their attitudes. That's just like fanning over something that you like doesn't necessarily help you in the long term. To find and develop style requires a lot of like inner thought, inner dialogue, conversation, personal growth, life experience, learning about other cultures. And not only that, but you have to analyze things and understand things from a perspective that isn't just one way. It's the same thing with working out. Like when you work out to get bigger, you have to learn form, learn perfect form so that you don't hurt yourself. And after time, you have to learn what works good for your body. A lot of people can't grow with using heavy weight. People use hypertrophy like a lot of the times. Like it just depends, right? But like you have to practice it. You have to perfect your form. You have to get better, and you have to keep working out consistently to get better and look better. Then diet comes along. You have to learn diet. You have to perform that consistently all the time, eat well, and have discipline. It's the same thing with fashion. Like all these things you gotta do. And you gotta live it. I think the thing is like fashion's a bit different than obviously working out. Like it's attainable by like buying a bunch of clothes, trial and error, and like throwing it away. But it takes years to like perfect something, to curate something, and to be actually look like you belong in something. Working out is very time consuming. It's the same thing. So it just depends on what you put your time in and utilize. Yeah, fashion is a reflection of your life. I mean, I'd agree. The same thing with working out. It's a reflection of your life, and when you look good, shirtless, maybe even with shirts on, that's a lot. Like it to me, when I see someone that's like built or worked, like they put in the time, the dedication, there's a lot of discipline. Like there's all these things that like to me, like I have a lot of respect for people that like lift and work out and like that look good, like because I know how much time that takes and how hard it is to get like large, right? But the same thing could be said about fashion, but the difference between that is that you can buy into looking avant-garde. You can buy into looking very eccentric. It's like putting on a costume. The hat made me look like I had an Edgar cut. Like the one thing that I like, this is a quote that I came up with, but JQ quote: the hardest thing to do in this society is to have an opinion when you're praised for wearing costumes. I forgot what I wrote it down. I woke up one night in a sweat because I was thinking so hard. The bravest thing you can do in a society that praises costume wearing is to have an opinion. And I think that sums up what's going on considerably in like this generation that we live in currently. Like people can dress up, buy into very eccentric clothing like Rick Owens, and be praised for it. And it just was a costume for them. It's so easy to put on very crazy clothes in the city, in LA, and like in places that like allow it. Oh, people call me gay, or people like look at me like, so what? Like who cares? Like it's having an opinion is like an attack on something you believe in versus something you wear out that could just be stared at and you walk past somebody and that's it. It's super easy to do that. It's very easy to just dress eccentric in public when you don't care, or you care if people look at you. And a lot of the time these people just wear these eccentric looking clothes because they want to feel like they're different and ostracized from a community of normies and normal people. Like it's so lame. It's corny, washed out. I mean, the thing is, like, why do I dress up? I don't even dress up that crazy. Like, dude, wearing all black, that's not eccentric. I'm not interesting. Nothing I wear screams, like, insanity. Like, a dude wearing very draped items. I don't wear very, like, crazy pieces. I mean, for some people that see me, that, like, might view it as it crazy. To be honest, I live in a city where it's, like, it's very casual to see someone way crazier than I am. So it's, like, nothing. Low calm fit costume duality. Okay, but why do you dress yourself the way I do? I've specified this. Like, I have more of an internal dialogue than most people. If someone asks me why I dress the way I dress, which I will answer you, is because I like to hide my body. Because I'm insecure with how I physically look. Because I want to... It's like armor to me. When I wear very big draped clothing, people can't see what my body type is. People can't see how I physically look. And that's the reason why I dress the way I dress. A lot of the times people will be like, oh, I like to dress like this because I think it looks cool and like it gives me confidence. I think that's a very surface level like idea. And I think most people, of course, want to feel confident with what they wear and they want to feel good about what they're wearing. But I think there's a deeper level of introspection that allows people to consider like certain things of why they're gravitating to more skinnier things or gravitating to more draped things. Things are baggy. Oh, like, see, the thing is some people accentuate certain parts of their body because they're confident about it and they like their body. And I think that's a better way of stating, like, you know, it makes me feel confident. I like how my torso looks, so I wear clothes that are tight around my waist so I can make myself enhance how skinny I look. Like, I think there's more deeper conversations that you can get into when it comes to why you dress the way you dress. Now, the question is, like, if you want to dress to express yourself, what are you expressing? What is your style language expressing to the world the way you move in it? What are you expressing to other people? Anime priest is a better reason. I mean, priests hide their bodies. So again, in a deeper understanding, like nuns and priests, they hide their body. It's so that you don't sexualize it. So you don't see it. That's why they wear a lot of draped clothing. You learn about this. Like, so if not, what I'm doing is, again, there's a deeper and surface level conversation you can have. Like, I dress like a priest because I like how priests dress. But then if you get deeper into that, it's like, because I'm insecure in my body and I want to cover up, and I like modesty and I enjoy modesty and it makes me feel comfortable with my body, there's a deeper understanding. And I think the thing is, like, if someone, like, if they just stop at that surface level understanding and they don't go into a deeper sense, that's fine. But, like, to me, I think they're missing out. Like, I heard there was another there was another reason for I forgot who it was. It was this person I talked to and I asked, like, why do they dress the way they dress? And they dress in like a lot of true vintage, and they specified, like, well, I dress like this because of my dad who passed away, and my dad was a really big inspiration for me, and he left a very large I looked up to him, left a large piece of himself in me, and, like, I want to dress like someone I looked up to, and I dress like my dad. And, like, I don't know, that to me, like, hearing that was very heartwarming, and I think that's, like, it was a beautiful explanation of why that person dressed the way they dressed. And they wore, like, blazers and very, very specific items that were very unique to them. and I don't know, it left an impact on me, like, enough to, like, be like, wow. But again, like, a lot of people have different reasons on why they dress. I think the very normal thing is like I dress trendy because I want to fit in with the community of people. You're not going to find personal style that way. I mean, him dressing like for his dad and like because his dad was had a huge impact and influence on him. I think that's beautiful. And it expresses that through what he wears. I mean, of course, like, you might look at him and be like, oh, he's like a true vintage guy that dresses in like blazers, very classy stuff. Like, you know, he was a very proper man. I think the way he dressed definitely expressed his personality. Household parents are the biggest downplayers for expressive freedom. No, I know. I know a lot of people aren't introspective. And that's okay. But not for me. I don't think I'm gonna name the Tinder video "You Suck at Tinder." I think it's gonna be like "Fashion Doesn't Get You Women" or something like that. Tinder edition. I'm not entirely sure yet. I am telling you, the mainstream profile I'm currently curating right now is probably gonna get more likes than the avant-garde style. I think as a society we underestimate the psychological effects of how dressing up / down affects us. I mean, there's been studies with like clothing and emotion, color, yada yada. There's a lot of different things. Some people just don't like to think about the harsh reality of things, and that is okay. I mean, the thing, like, bliss is ignorance. I mean, being ignorant is blissful. Not having to gain or retain knowledge that, you know, will probably make you dismal. Sad. The flannel hoodie, Chelsea boots for the Tinder vid. That's like more of a Chad outfit, I'd say. I dress drapey clothes due to the recollection of the time when I was going through my worst homeless heartbroken, and also a grandfather burned alive all at the same time. Burned alive? Holy shit. So I was drawing drapey. The time and drawing all the time, and that was the only thing that made sane to me. Like, people hate skinny jeans because they aren't isomane. Do glasses add to your aesthetic? I only wear glasses because I do not like contact lenses or touching my eyeballs. And I don't like contact lenses. That's the reason why I wear my glasses. Also, wearing glasses makes your face more symmetrical, making you look better, and anything to enhance my already insecure, like, brain makes me feel a lot better. So that's why I wear glasses. If you work your quads out a moderate amount, then skinny jeans becomes impossible. Oh, I have 25-inch thighs. I used to have 30. I went down to 25. Still can't wear skinny jeans. Glasses are a cope. No, glasses are fire. They frame my face better. I feel better wearing them, and that's all that matters. Why are you so insecure about your body? You look good. You don't know what my body looks like. You don't know what I look like with my shirt off or my legs out. No one does. Until the day I post a shirtless picture or something like that, then maybe people can tell, but trust me, dude, people, I don't know. I could look like the worst disfigured body and you would never know. What are we at in time? How long have I been streaming for? An hour and 41? Yeah, that was when I was huge. When I was like 240 pounds. Do I ever feel restricted in different scenarios based off your clothing choices? No. Why would I? I mean, most of the time I wear very, like, casual, like, what's the word? Like, formal wait, what's the word? Casual formal? Like, I mean, I don't know, it depends on the occasion. Like, sometimes I'll wear, I wish I could wear more blazers, just too cold out. I probably can start wearing blazers now. It's fun to wear blazers. Like, I'm able to wear blazers a lot with, like, my trousers. Like, it's not that casual formal. Sounds formal casual. Sounds weird. Smart casual. That sounds a bit better. I don't know. Like, formal casual, casual formal, whatever. Like, I do that sometimes. Most of the time. I can also wear, like, denim. I don't know. It just depends. Like, if I'm just walking around the city, I might go for something that's more economical, more proactive in terms of, like, active wear, I guess. Like, I'll wear... Dude, I got these, like, Yoji cargo pants that I love. They're, like, the giant parachute pants. I'll, like, toss those on with, like, some shoes and walk around, put on a t-shirt, maybe, like, a jacket. I look cool, walk around, feel good. Not wearing like a button down with like trousers. You know what I mean? Like, depending on the situation, like I'll dress according depending on how I feel. There might be moments where I will put a button down on and put trousers on and like wear light layers so I don't get too hot. And I'll do that, but it just depends on how I feel. I usually wear a lot of like smart stuff, but I mean, right now I've been pretty chill. I've been like not feeling the need to like really dress in a very formal attire where I want to feel like, what do I feel when I wear smart clothing? How do I feel when I wear a blazer? The answer is I feel confident. I also feel like I don't look stupid. I think that's my main thing is like, besides hiding my body, I also don't want to feel like I look dumb in my eyes. Like sometimes I will feel like, oh, I look really stupid right now. Again, it's all like the way I dress is it's all powered by insecurities from my brain. Like I like feeling like I project how I feel about myself when I wear certain clothes. So if I'm feeling a little stupid, a little like, you know, silly, I'll wear like regular clothes, I guess. If I'm feeling like I want to dress in my regular attire where it's like I feel more sophisticated, then I'll dress like that. But a lot of that's just depending. Yeah, I do want to be presented like a dapper gentleman. I agree. Yeah, but everyone's style is all about insecurity. But like a lot of the times, people don't understand where it's coming from. People just think it's like this higher plane of power. Where it's like I'm dressing like this because I'm so cool and like different. I'm ostracized from society. Like all these normies don't get it. I'm into fashion. People don't get it. I'm into fashion. I'm into fashion. No one gets it. Like it's us versus them. They don't get it. They don't get the style. They don't get it. They're not into fashion like me. I'm so different. I'm ostracized from society because people look at me. I'm so different. That's like literally what it is. It's so stupid. Like it makes me want to rip my skin out and put it up so that everyone can see it and how frustrated I am with how this generation views it. It's disgusting. I hate it. Well, is your insecurity, being afraid of not being special. You are funny, boss. I agree. Yeah, I guess so. But I think that's lame. I've been seeing this go around a lot, like, and it's pissed me off. I've seen so many people talk about it like they're on some higher plane field. It's ridiculous. There was this like kid. There's been like two kids that have talked about this that I've seen. Um, I will not name names, but this one person was like, you know, when you're really deep into fashion, you get like really niche and like people just don't understand what you're wearing. You get a lot of head tilts. Like, it's a pretty surface level one take for fashion. Yeah, I mean, anytime you get into something niche, even with fragrances, you know, you put on Dior Sauvage, it's pretty welcoming. But then once you get deeper into like more very niche fragrances where you smell like blood, gunpowder, and concrete, like not everyone's gonna like that smell. People will be like, "What the hell are you wearing? You smell like baby powder, bro. Like, what is this?" Oh, I'm just niche, you know, like I'm different. Like that's what it's giving. It's disgusting. I hate that. So they keep going, right? And they're like, "Oh, well, you know, like when you start getting deeper into fashion, like you'll as long as when you're learning, you know you're improving when you're like learning about the history and like you start buying like certain clothes, like what? Huh?" And then they topped it off with, "It's alright, bro. Like people like when you're deep into fashion, when you're into fashion, like it's fine because like people don't." I gotta find the video. Hold on. It I'll play the audio. I just won't show you what it is. It like I saved it on my phone because of how like it made me so mad. Like I hate I hate it so much. Like let me hear the ending. Hold up.
Or a lot more head tilts. So don't let any of that like discourage you. Because at the end of the day, fashion is filled with a bunch of eccentric, crazy people, and we're not normal. We're not normal. We don't dress normal. But I see.
We're not normal. We're we're just crazy eccentric people. Like we're so different. What? Like what? I want to bang my head on the ground. We're not normal. Dude, like oh, I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I can't be on this app. I like I like toss and turn at night thinking about that video because it got 1 million views. I got 1 million views. That means all these people and like I don't even want to even look at how many likes and comments I read that were like agreeing with it. You're a cornball. Like this is stupid. It's so whack. Not wavy, mad untrustworthy. Like to me it's just like all these people that are liking that video that are like congregating as a community that all agree that like we're just eccentric, weird, normal people, like not normal people. You're creating this like idealization, I'll say confirmation bias that you are weird. You are going to be ostracized from society. Like people aren't going to get it. It's putting yourself on a higher playing field that if not is creating a more domineering look on people that are just dressing normal, downcasting them like, oh, they just don't get it. We're just so different. Like, dude, I want to smash your head on the pavement floor. It's absolutely like it's woaded. I hate people like that. I hate, dislike people in the community that say stuff like that. It's like, dude. Yeah, at the end of the day, literally no one like no one cares. Like I've said this before, and like I as I continue to like live my experience through my daily life, like no one cares. When you learn to get your head out of your ass and you realize that you're not dressing any different from other people in the scene or the community that is very small, that bubble, you will get your head out of your ass. Like you will stop thinking that you're different or better than other people or putting yourself on a different playing field. You're just putting clothes on. Like who cares? Yeah, you can wear clothes in a more intrinsic way, more interesting, but that doesn't make you any better than anybody else, and it doesn't put you on a like higher playing field because like all these normies don't get it. Like I'm just so different. You're not eccentric, you're not different. You're pretentious, annoying, and domineering. It's disgusting behavior. I hate it. I hate that mindset. It sounds like a Jaden Smith take. I critique people in the scene of fashion that are addressing fashion. I don't critique people that don't care about fashion that are normal. I say normal because they're not into fashion, you know, or into the niche, I say, like, whatever. Dude, I've met so many normal people like that this guy's talking about that are like really close friends to me. Like they're awesome people and they don't care. They might have some interest in fashion, like, oh, it seems interesting because they like me and like they're curious about it. And they also have friends that are also into fashion, but I'd rather hang out with them than other people in fashion. Like these people like most of my friends are barely into fashion or slightly into fashion. But I always hear the same take. I hate everyone in the community. I don't like the other people in the scene of fashion. I'd rather have friends that aren't into fashion. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I would never want to, like, subjugate myself with a group of individuals that all have the same mindset and thought process like me. I get the idea of liking that, but to me, I feel like it constricts and restricts your own, like, thought process of constantly just hearing the echo chambers of, yeah, I agree with, like, the same take. Like, I'd rather have people disagreeing with me. I don't want to have, like, groupthink, hive mind, sheep thought. Like, I've escaped the Matrix. I've escaped it. Dude. I call it fashion dysmorphia. Like, so many people have it, but who cares? That's so true. Most fashion people are the most insufferable people to be around. Most of my friends don't care. Dude, like, when I'm out, like, okay. I know, like, I do it as a job. It's my job, doing fashion. I sell clothes. I'm a curator. I sell clothes a lot of the times. I curate clothing. I sell it. What else do I do? I'm multifaceted. I don't know. I do YouTube as a job. I sell clothes. To be honest, most of my income comes from clothing selling from last year specifically, but I make dumb videos on the internet, whatever. But like, that's not my antithesis of when I talk to somebody. That is the last thing I want to talk about, like fashion. People do ask me like when my job is. I just tell them like, oh, I sell clothes. I curate a lot of clothing from Japan. I have friends out there that help me out and ship me stuff, yada yada, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, the last thing I want to talk about is fashion. Like, I don't, unless someone brings it up and like they will ask me what my view is, and like I'm so happy because I can like have a discussion that isn't just like mainstream thought, right? And like we'll have an actual good conversation that is all opinion based. That's not just like they disagree with me. Usually it's always they disagree with what I'm saying, and then we have a conversation about that. But like if that ever goes into fashion, or they agree with me, whatever. But most of the time I don't like care to talk about fashion. I don't want to talk about it all the time. Like that's not my whole personality. There's so much more to me than just that. But yeah. what was the reason though for selling so low your pieces on Insta? Like you've lowballed yourself. It's because I get stuff extremely cheap. Like, it is my job, but like I don't need to make like 4 times the profit I make. You know what I mean? Like I could sell a lot of Yoji pieces for like $300, but depending on what it is and what I think is a good price point for it, I will value it at that. If you get what I'm saying. There's some items that are worth a lot of money, but it's just like I don't value things at a very high price point unless I think otherwise, but that's just my take on when I sell clothes. Like I don't care to like try and sell it at super high price points. Where do I sell clothing? Dude, I actually got recently I got a giant haul of clothes like that I need. What is it called? I got a lot of stuff recently that I that's what I have to go do now. I have to go stock, itemize, and also just take pictures of the pieces that I got. Will be selling all that on my Instagram. I do sell my Instagram. So I have 2 Instagrams. I know a lot of people don't know this, but I do have 2 Instagrams. One of them is where I post reels on. The other one is just my literally fashion.elitist account that is only for YouTube purposes, or if I meet somebody, I'll give them that account. But I have like a business account, I guess you could say that. I'm gonna be sending a link to like the Discord, so if you feel free to join if you'd like. There's a lot of helpful people in there. If anyone's in here, I see we have 168 people in here. If you want to join the Discord and, you know, talk to other people that don't care too much about fashion. They care about fashion, but I don't know. There's a lot of people that like hate the same way I do, kind of. I thought IG was fake. I thought one IG was fake. No, I have 2 different accounts. Like, I have like my actual Fashion Elitist account, which I'll show like now. Like, so I have this account, which, you know, I have this account. If it can it focus? Okay. So I have this account. You know, this is my 119,000 followers, whatever. Then I have the other account, which is the fashion.elitist account, which is my Instagram account, which is this is my account. This is me. It's not fake. I have 2 different accounts. Like, I have one where I post reels, and I have one where I don't post reels and I follow my friends on. The other one's like a business thing that like I had this Instagram for a minute. I made the other account because I just, again, like business versus friends, yada yada, whatever. I also I find it really cringe posting reels, and like, even if like some of my reels are fine, like I don't like spamming my friends with my reels, like, you know what I mean? Like it's like a whole different thing. I know I need to get a new phone case. I'm not rich. I probably should, but would I consider myself a Meg? Probably not. Do you have an idea how to go live? What do you mean? He's like a study and vlog guy. But then he got off diff type trip. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I think... Alright, I'm gonna stay on stream. I got a new package in. I think that's my package. I'll be back. That might be my... Is it? Are you serious? Oh. We actually got a package. There's 169 people in here.
Beautiful number. Beautiful.
If you wanna sit over here,
Pull up.
you can sit here. You're in screen.
I'm on
You're-
stream. Long time no see.
You're being
stream.
this is George. You get to sit right here. Oh,
It's kind of an awkward
wait,
angle.
let me,
I should be back here, but
where? Whatever. Okay. Usually George is always here whenever I open packages.
bro, I cannot read those fucking.
Here,
Chat.
you can reach out
Oh,
there.
there we go. The cute curly dude. Oh. Is George wearing makeup? No, I'm not. But I did a full skincare situation right now.
Gotta be cautious with. Oh wow,
We actually are secretly dating, but you can't tell anybody.
it's a lot of stuff.
Oh, this is nice. Dude, this package is so much better than your other package. What the fuck?
It's a lot of stuff. Okay. We got shoes. You can open.
Okay.
Consumerism. This is all probably stuff to sell. That's the thing. Oh, okay. So that's
Bro,
look at these.
What the fuck?
So these are a Wise for Men loafer that are probably your size. To be honest.
They look like my size.
Yeah, they are. They are your size. That's to sell.
I don't have any socks on, so I can't try them. I have to go put socks on.
Yeah, but so the first, Wise for Men loafer, and it's in a pebbled leather. It's such a beautiful piece. Like, I would wear this. It's just not my size, but that leather's insane. Like, the pebbling on that's crazy. Yeah, these are a beautiful pair. Oh yeah, this is a 90s Wise for Men mohair sweater. This is sweet, huh?
This is so far.
Yeah, so these are really old tags from Yoji. If it freaking can it focus? This is a specific line that I really do like. All of it's like really awesome. It's a sweet sweater.
Yeah,
that-
these are so nice. What?
You know that tag. If you guys know that tag,
Oh,
you
this
know the
fits
tag.
me, baby. Come on.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
these are a Wise, Yoji Wise. Yeah, these were a pair of pants that like. Look at the like you can. I don't know if you can tell in the material, but it's all like patches of different material. It's so awesome.
There's
and
like
then-
a under like weave of like green.
The
like
back
a
pocket.
dark green and like a black.
Yeah, there's like a lot of weaving, and the paneling's amazing with this. The back pockets are really sweet too. As
Dude,
well.
that's so fire.
There's only one pocket though.
But
right
like
there.
these back pockets
Yeah,
go
that-
crazy.
Yes, and it's a giant wide fit pant. Yeah, that would not fit me. I wish it fit me, but another thing to sell. What is the inches on this?
Oh, someone's already asking how much for pants.
It's a 30. You're 30, right?
I could fit a 30, yeah.
I think it's a 15.5.
Oh, that's even better.
Might be
baby.
30. What is it? 31? Oh yeah.
What
So
you
this is
got?
the other piece.
Is that a shirt?
Yeah, it's a lot of Wise stuff. So like a bunch of 90s Yoji.
You're getting a lot of wool. I'm surprised.
Yeah, this is a wool Wise for Men like long sleeve with a. It's very textured though, like the material. but I'm trying to get the light right.
Give them to George. Yes, they all fit me. Everything fits me.
With a sick pocket. George sometimes buys stuff for me, but
Yeah.
heavily discounted. Oh, this is... I know what those are.
You know what these are?
Yeah. Those are... Everything's mostly Wise for
Dude,
Men.
this has a really good weight to it, though.
Yeah, everything from Wise for Men in the 90s, really good quality stuff. Just a pair of checkered, wide-fitting trousers.
Some nice pleating detail. The patch pockets in the back.
Oh yeah, the material feels great.
Yeah, it feels amazing.
That weight's nice. What is it, like a wool? What is it?
It's rayon, linen.
Oh, it's linen. Yeah,
That's
it's
fire.
linen. It's 50% linen and rayon. 50% rayon.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I'd be curating good stuff, you know?
I'm just curious and stuff.
Yeah, I like those trousers a lot. What's the... No way.
It's 15,
It's a
baby.
30. It's a 30-inch waist. Okay, so we have New Age Yoji, I think, now. This is Poor probably. Or it might be Black Scandal, don't remember. These, I have to get up to show, but... Giant... Big pant... Yoji. What are these, like... Oh!
Dude, those are perfect.
I might keep them.
Those are perfect length. And the material is insane. What is that?
I have to find the tag on these. These are...
It's like...
It might be,
It's like really like premium.
Oh, these are Sight. Okay, yeah, these are Sight pair of pants. So Sight's the diffusion line, you know,
The one that you were telling me?
it's cheap.
Oh.
So it's for 50% polyester and 32% rayon. But I love a lot of Sight stuff's really affordable, but giant wide pants. Probably would keep those.
And last but not least, Wise for Men wool sweater.
Oh yeah,
With like multicolor stitching inside. Or weave, I should say.
So
Dude,
old
that's
Wise for
super
Men?
small.
Yeah, old Wise for Men. Tag 90s.
I'm gonna go put on some socks. I'll be right back.
You want to put those shoes
Yeah, I
on?
want to see if this loafers fit me. I don't know, those wool pants, brother. I don't know.
Dude, imagine these. Imagine this. Wait. Imagine these with these. Ooh. Wouldn't that be such a? This would be such a nice like pair. I actually don't know if this would fit me though. This would not fit me. Show the gray sweater again. The mohair sweater. What is the shoulder on this? At like 18 and a half, 19. This would not fit me. This is like too small. No, it might fit me. I don't know, like usually wool sweaters like stretch. Yeah, this was a piece that I was like really like Wise for Men cardigan. Mohair sweater with jacquard knit. It's super nice. Homeless man drip. Oud can be too powerful sometimes in fragrances. It all depends. You're back to try on the...
Back, and I'm gonna try on those pants.
Okay, good.
Oh, yep.
They fit, yeah.
They're money.
I
mean, it's not the best outfit for it, but
Let me see. As I have sweater, like jeans and stuff on the ground. Oh, they're so nice. Yeah, they are really nice.
dude, these are
Put on those pants.
okay.
Well-
These ones, right?
Yeah. eBay or auction sites, Yahoo auctions. They fit. Oh, they do fit. That's unfortunate. Yeah.
And you can combo them with the loafers, bro.
Oh, those are sweet. Yeah.
Dude, these are so good. The pockets are a little small in the back. I'm surprised. Like, I thought they would be bigger.
Oh, they're tiny.
Yeah.
It's because it's women's.
Oh, this is a women's?
It's wise, yeah. But it's just like a super wide cut, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Let me go look at them over here.
Yeah, those are awesome. Those are a pretty cool piece.
I mean, you still get a little bit of that.
They said gyat.
They said, yeah.
Gyat.
Yeah. Okay, duh. little bulge situation, but
It's probably low rise. Is it on your waist or your hips?
what is that? My hips?
Yeah.
So my waist is up here. Yeah.
Very cool pants, though.
Very cool pant. Very cool pant. I'm gonna try the other ones on.
Just some grass and wear watches, man. Minecraft cargo. Oh, you read The Burnout Society? Yeah, it was a good book. I haven't gotten to read that yet. Those trousers. I don't think. Yeah, all this stuff was to sell. Just I have to add that to the pile of stuff I have. Why don't I wear watches? Because I don't like them. I have a phone. Someone said Alexander Skeleton vibes
Yeah.
with those
With
pants.
these pants, yeah.
They fit well.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, those fit really well.
I'm not a huge fan of the taper, but you see how flowy it is?
It's nice. It's the weight of it, the fabric.
Yeah. Yeah, that's super nice. Honestly, you could do a whole fit with this right here and these pants, and then you could throw on that sweater.
Yeah, but none of that fits me.
Hold on, should we do a full fit?
You want to do a full fit?
Let's do a full fit.
Well, I was saying the little green, the green with that.
The green with that would work. I just don't know if I could fit that. That's really small.
It fits me.
No way.
I put it on.
You did not.
I did. Linen pants style for spring. Those are some linen pants.
Oh yeah, this fits. Never mind.
Yeah, what do you talk? It
Bro,
looks tiny,
it
but
looks tiny.
but
That's
it
the
fits.
crazy part.
Nah, it fits. Y'all are missing out on a lot. I don't know. I just don't feel like watches are really my vibe.
I think you just need to find the right watch.
Yeah, but I like don't like taking off and putting things on. You know.
You literally. Never mind.
You would never take off a watch?
No, you literally do that with your jewelry, your glasses.
That's why you rarely see me put rings on because I forget to do it. No, this is always on. I never take it off.
See, it's like.
You have to go that way.
This way?
Or well, how about I do this? Wait, how about I do that?
I don't know. It just doesn't have the length, I think, for this type of pant. Like, this is like a good, like, high-waisted sweater. Okay, I'm gonna try the shirt on.
It's a no for me, dog.
Ooh, has a little clasp on the top. Oh, and it's magnetic.
Oh, I know the heart does. It's unfortunate.
Did you know Cam came home?
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw him yesterday.
I saw him on the street when I was getting my laundry.
Oh, you did?
I was like, wait,
funny.
I didn't know you were back. He was
Yeah, he
like,
came back yesterday.
yeah, that's what he said. He was like, yeah, I come back last yesterday.
YouTube needs to fix their chat. That was to see.
You can also tuck it, but I don't know how that would look. But yeah, this is the. I don't know, I'm a big fan of like 3 buttons undone on the top. So.
I like that. I like how textured that looks.
Dude, the texture is really, really nice. I mean, for somebody that doesn't like scratchy material, like this will bother them, but if you get used to wearing.
Oh, what the hell? Was it a snap-on button?
Yeah, snap-ons.
Oh, that's sick.
And then it's a metal clasp on the top to button it.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, this is like a whole fit within itself.
Someone said, "How tall are you, George?"
I am 4'10". No, I'm not. I'm 5'7". This is so fire.
Being between 5'7" to 5'8", usually you can fit Yoji stuff like all the time. Yeah, it's a beautiful shirt.
Mm-hmm. You know,
That shirt's very slick.
I was saying how I wanted more black button-up shirts. You know how I was saying? I literally said it yesterday. This is like a perfect, like sure, it's a little thick, but you could wear this in the spring easily. Okay. Good to know.
No, not
Good
good
to know.
I need to make money.
You gotta turn your camera. I can't. I gotta make money on that. You can't.
Someone said give George the loafers.
Convince him. Tell him. Get your mans.
You already have too many shoes, man.
Bro, I've been looking for a loafer. I got the Yoji Weiss for Men fucking monk shoes, and they did not fit. They were too big. And I wanted a smaller, low profile dress shoe.
I need to make money, man. I would sell those for a decent price.
No, these you would get really good.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Yeah, like these pants and these shoes go so well together.
Oh, wow. Wow, they do go so great together. It's like I should sell both of them to...
In a combo pack.
In
To
a-
your good buddy George.
I guess you are making more money now, you know?
I am technically making more money, so I can buy more.
Well, technically.
When did you buy Rick Rubin's book?
I'm using it as a mouse pad.
That's crazy.
I got it like months ago.
Well,
Lobster loafers, is that what they're called?
Kinda. I guess you could call them lobster loafers. But yeah, dude, the texture on these go crazy. Like it's like a dragon skin almost.
No, I know, they're sweet. You like them.
No, I like this more.
Whoa, okay.
Mucho más.
I got them for a disgusting amount.
Let me see. My God.
Those loafers, yeah. Let me see how much I got those.
How much you get the shirt for?
The shirt.
Yeah.
Let me type it in.
Not bad.
It's not bad,
Not
yeah.
bad, yeah. Dude, keep your boy in mind about this shirt, bro.
Oh, I also got the pants for that around that price too.
The brown ones?
The ones.
These ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep your boy in mind about this shirt, because this is exactly...
You know.
I'll pay...
You know how much I got those for?
These?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No. Look.
No.
No.
Oh my God. Oh, that's disgusting. That is so disgusting.
I got everything for around the same price, like. Yeah, I did. I got everything for around, except for that mohair.
The mohair, I feel like, is probably,
Yeah.
that's like a big piece.
Yo, I think I like those monk shoes from George's Grilled.
Wait, what?
Oh, the monk shoes that you have
Oh.
on your grilled.
Let's show.
It might be the monk
It
shoes.
might be the monk shoes. Talking about these bad boys.
Probably. We'll see. Someone said on lunchtime. Link George's Grilled. Oh, they said yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is them, man. How much do you have them listed for?
I forgot. I don't remember. I also have them on the low.
Like what,
The
80?
go low. No. I think I initially.
How much do they listed them for?
150, I think. Because I remember I consulted you about how much.
You know who Frugal Aesthetic is?
Yep.
Yeah, I think anyone does.
I think everybody does.
He said, I'm bro's 4th follower. Oh, someone said sell them in JQ's Discord.
I wish, but you know,
What do you
I
mean?
need a lob. I
thought I sent
never sent
that
me
to
your
you.
link. You've never sent me your link. You've been gatekeeping.
I thought I sent you the Discord link. If you joined the live streams, you could join the Discord. They're right there, you know. I'll send you a link. I could have sworn I sent you a link, or you never asked me. Yeah, but I mean, some stuff gets sold sometimes. Like I was like kind of surprised that people actually sell stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it makes sense. Like if it's a community of people that are into this very similar clothes, you're gonna. Did you show off the big piece that you got lately? Or are you saving?
Oh,
that?
I haven't.
You putting that one on ice? Don't put that one on ice. You gotta show it off.
That guy?
That guy.
Yeah, the one on the ground.
Dude, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in his closet, and he's.
Wow, that's messed up.
Nah, bro. You
Out of
can't. You
out of
can't.
everything?
That's one of my favorite pieces.
So I got this leather shearling. I forgot what Farhan said with what this neck is. What is this called?
It's a shawl.
A shawl, yeah. The shawl neck. It's this giant like leather jacket.
Show off the full zip.
The full zip.
Full zip. Full zip goes crazy.
Let me like lift that up. It's an old Riri zip. Is it all the way up? Yeah.
It is all the way up. Dude. It's an insane piece. Love that shit.
I like how you're being covered by the chat.
It like is chat like on screen for them as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And then you could put this.
So gas.
Wow.
Dude.
But it fits me like perfectly. That's why I like it. Oh.
Really
here,
cool. Really cool.
That material though, the pebbling. It's nice. It's the one leather jacket that actually fits me.
Would you accept to be given cool clothes by your subs? Like not just for an ad, just like for the art?
Probably not. Probably not. There's also this other leather jacket that fits you more than it fits me, but
Yeah, it's super tight.
kind of sad about this one. You didn't like this one?
I like it.
Not compared to that the black one.
Yeah, like I like the black. Well, the black one is just a classic. That you can have in your closet forever. I feel like this eventually will kind of flow out of your closet. You wear it for a little bit, but you wouldn't keep it as much as the other one.
It's so tight. But look at the pocket details on this. It's like someone slashed at you. It's pretty sweet. The back's crazy. Wait.
Yeah, right there.
There?
Yeah. You got like the darting for the corset, and you got a cinch bottom. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
I'm gonna have to sell this though. It fits you way better than it fits me though. My arms are too big for it, unfortunately.
Okay, well, I gotta take off.
Alright. Later. Thanks for joining the stream.
Peace.
Ugh. It should have been bigger. It should have been slightly smaller. Wait, I'm confused. What? The thing? Yeah. Measure your arms. I'm wearing this for spring, summer. Okay, my camera won't. Empty Wish as well. Great fragrance. Toscava, dude, literally when I posted that YouTube video with your fragrance sucks, like I started seeing Toscavat being like pushed. I really don't think I was the one that helped push that, but you know. It's a good smell. I would recommend probably getting a bunch of testers though. Okay, so I've been streaming for quite a long time. I do gotta go get stuff done now and I gotta eat. Dude, it doesn't matter what fragrance you wear during spring or summer. Wear what you feels right. I mean, I wear that all the time. I love the smell. They had a marketing campaign recently. Toscavat reached out to me actually personally, and they were like, you know, we've seen you've done fragrance stuff. Like, we'd like to send you some samples and stuff in a bottle. So I was like, dude, hell yeah! I've never heard of their company before because they're really niche. And got some of their fragrances. I like their whole essence as a company. Their brand. It's awesome. He makes really great fragrances. I loved Empty Wish as well. It's so good. Might cop the derbies. I'm gonna be selling all this stuff though. I mean, at some point, I have to like, I'm gonna get like sticky notes and like start. I gotta itemize everything. They are very niche. They were niche. I don't know if I guess they're still technically niche, but yeah. Nah, people are dumb. Wear whatever you want. Like, fragrances are like clothes. You wear what you want. I think there's certain occasions where certain fragrances like differ, but to me I like the idea of like a personal scent. And if a personal scent is only meant for winter but you wear it all the time, like who cares? Once you start getting deeper into fragrances and you can start catering to spring, summer, different seasons, you got the money for that, go for it. But I think for the average Joe, normal person, maybe getting 1 or 2 fragrances and you're chilling is worth it. But yeah, my wardrobe's worth like probably like $10, probably $1 each shirt, probably. Indie or niche fragrances, it all differs, it all depends. But yeah, I don't like Yoji fragrances, they're always really fruity. Okay, well, I gotta go. Thank you for everyone that joined. I'm glad I was able to do a proper live stream in the morning. I'm glad everyone got to join. Didn't talk about the Axe event, whatever, this live stream went elsewhere, and that's totally fine. That's how most live streams go. But I will see you guys on Thursday. I'm gonna be selling all that stuff. Again, I gotta itemize everything and take pictures. So my beanie's from Supreme. To let you know that. I'll see you guys later. Join the Discord. I'll see you guys around. Yeah, the Axe event stays for only people that come on Thursday. So I sell all my stuff on Instagram, on my stories. I'll do a story post. I post everything on there. I got a lot of stuff, a disgusting amount of stuff. That I have to go itemize and everything. It's really annoying. But I'll see everyone later. I'll see you guys on Thursday when I post or when I go live. I got a video cooking under wraps. Still have to film that and edit it. And yeah, that'll be coming out sooner or later, but I'll see you guys later.